Well, fun times here at the Page County Fair throughout the week in Clarinda. We're talking with Lexi Davies. She is the youth coordinator. I know you're busy this week, Lexi, but it's a good problem to have this time of year. What have been your thoughts so far on what we've seen here in Clarinda?
The quality of projects this year has just been outstanding. Our static building, Whipham Hall, has some of the best of our county exhibits. We have wonderful shows going on all this week, and everything's gone very, very smoothly thanks to the Fair Board, Extension Council, and everyone, all our leaders and volunteers. It's gone very, very well this year.
In your role, to see, you mentioned how successful it seems like it's been with static exhibits and the shows, that's got to be really gratifying.
It is. Just to see the smiles on those kids' faces makes everything worth it. And we've had such a great turnout for our fair so far, and our weather's beautiful. That always helps.
Yeah, that's going to be where I was going next. 80 degrees on a fair day, you don't get that very often. Talk about, from your role, the preparation that goes into getting ready for an event like this.
Well, we prep all year long. I mean, after fair, we'll start evaluating and going over different things that worked and what didn't work and making a plan, and it just takes a long time, but we have a lot of checklists and charts and everything, and it takes a lot of volunteers to make everything run smoothly.
Yeah, and aside from yourself, who are some of the other people that help make this possible throughout the week?
Well, I have 2 summer interns this summer, and they are amazing. Each one of them has wonderful skill sets and help each other, and they have helped me with camps and different programs we've had all summer, and they help at fair. Also, our office people, they're all pitching in and everything, Dee and Emily. And then, of course, our fair board. We appreciate all of their hard work. They're a lot of the muscles behind everything, and our extension council, too. Everybody just pitches in and works together.
Sheep show going down today. You look at what's coming up. What are some of the things on the schedule?
Well, Friday is our swine show, which will be going on for a good part of the day, and then also our horse classes will be going on, and then we have the rabbit show in the later afternoon, and also the fashion review wardrobe programs. So lots going on.
Yeah, and how quickly after things wrap up here this week do you guys start looking to 2023 and maybe brainstorming?
The day. Give us a couple days to breathe and get everything entered for state fair, and then we start evaluating pretty much immediately.
I usually ask the kids this, so I guess I'll ask it to you as well. When you look at all the fairs and stuff, do you have a favorite memory or a favorite part of a week like this week?
I was in 4-H for 10 years, and I had kids for a lot of years in 4-H. I have so many memories. I'm not sure I could pinpoint just one, honestly. I think the opportunity to represent my fair and show my different static projects, my livestock, all the different things that I had. But yeah, fair has wonderful memories, and it's one of my favorite things of the year.
Well, fun times here at the Page County Fair, and we are talking with the 2022 Page County Fair Queen. Tell our listeners your name, where you're from, and what you're doing this week.
My name is Shanda Sunderman. I just graduated high school. I'm part of the Amity Aces 4-H Club, and this week I've got a lot going on. I'm about ready to go hand out ribbons for the feeder calf show, and we just got done with the sheep show, so that's been a lot of fun for today. And then I have the judging later tonight for classes, and then I have the rodeo tonight.
Yeah, so a busy day, busy week for you. Being named Fair Queen, what does that honor mean?
I was actually really shocked when they called my name for Fair Queen, so it's really quite an honor. It was definitely very unexpected. It's a really cool experience, and I can't wait to see what the rest of the week holds.
Fill us in on the process for you, how you became Fair Queen.
Well, they have the Queen Tea, and so basically we went to the St. John's Lutheran Church, and we got interviewed by a panel of judges. They're all really nice ladies, and we got asked questions like how are we involved in our community, how we're involved in our 4-H group, what our families are like, what we're like, just basically describing ourselves and how we've stayed involved in our community and in our 4-H clubs. And then they do interviews in front of your moms and the other contestants, and each judge will ask you a question, and you answer it to the best of your ability, and then from there, it's in their hands.
For you, how nerve-wracking was that whole situation?
I don't think it was really nerve-wracking. It's questions I'm used to being asked as a 9-year member, so it was really not anything super unexpected.
The experience as a whole for you, what was that like, or what has that been like?
It was a really good experience for me. I thought it was awesome. It's definitely something I have not tried before. I'm not really a girly girl, so getting to dress up but just for fun and answering questions was interesting. I think everybody should try it at least once. I think it's a good experience.
Aside from your Fair Queen obligations, were you planning on showing or anything at the fair this week, or what did it look like before that?
I did, in fact, show 4 sheep today. So in between my queen handing out ribbons, I showed my sheep, and then on Saturday I will be showing market and breeding livestock for cattle.
So you're already going to have a busy week, and then, of course, everything adds to it?
Oh, yes, of course. There's always something to do.
And that's not a bad problem to have by any means. And, of course, the perk of being County Fair Queen is looking ahead to next month in the State Fair. Have you thought much about that opportunity?
I'm kind of giddy about it. I think it's really cool. I'm really excited. I've heard some really great things and all the stuff we get to do. And it's really exciting. I'm really excited. I've heard that we get to take like self-defense classes, and then we get to do some like modeling classes, and that sounds like a lot of fun. I am really excited.
Yeah, the chance to mingle with like 98 other fair queens or whatever. You know, how excited are you for that opportunity?
It's gonna be really exciting. I can't wait to meet different queens from different counties and see and talk to them about how their process is of getting queen and what they did and how they're involved in their community, and listening to their stories and just getting to know them.
So I take it, do you go into something like that, probably not many nerves, just really excited and fortunate for the opportunity?
I'm really excited, yeah. I don't think I'm going to be nervous at all.
When you look at all the years that you've been involved in the fair, you know, aside from this week and this honor, what are some memories that stand out to you?
I think my favorite memories are the setting up the 4-H booths in our static building, because it's always fun being able to see your members and be able to work together. It really helps build bonding between your clubs. I think one of my favorite memories, we were painting a backdrop for our static project booth, and we were supposed to paint like little stars on it. We all ended up painting each other in the end of it. It was really fun.
Sounds like it. What is 4-H and this whole experience, what has it meant to you?
It's been a really great experience for me. It's meant that I can build teamwork skills, and I can build leadership skills. As a senior, we've got a lot of young members in our group, and it's been like our group is small, so it's kind of like my second family. Like, you know, you take care of each other, you help each other out where you can. And so it's been a really meaningful experience for me, and I hope everybody gets that same experience that I've had.
At the Page County Fair in Clarinda, lots of fun stuff going on throughout the week. Talking with many of the people that are busy this week. Tell us your name, where you're from, and some of the stuff you're doing this week.
So, I'm Ella Johnson, and I'm from Essex, and I'm in the Fremont Farmers and 4-Hers. And today we had the goat show, and we're getting ready to do the pens of 3 and livestock judging. So,
Pens of 3, dive into that. Well, what is that?
So pens of 3, you have 3 different calves, and you try to feed them out to get them as close as possible with the best rate of gain, and get them as big as you can for market, and still have them be productive. So.
How big of a learning experience is something like that?
So it's a lot more like the real world type situations in some of the like lead steers. So it helps you learn how to keep records and know different yieldage and all that fun stuff.
Mentioned livestock judging as well. Talk about that.
So tonight at 6 we have the FFA and 4-H livestock judging, and they'll have some of the animals from the fair, and there'll be groups of kids on teams or individually to judge the livestock and just get better at doing that type of skill. So,
you know, of course, showing stuff all the time, you're on the other side of it. So how eye-opening is it from that perspective on the judging?
So it really helps if you've been able to show those animals, because you're more knowledgeable about that. But there's some people that haven't been able to show those animals, so it's very eye-opening for them to learn about some of the different terminology and all that stuff for livestock judging.
And for you, when you're showing, what do you feel is important? What do you try to do to have a strong showing?
So I try to stay calm, and even if my animal is not cooperating, I try to stay calm because that can make a big difference, and it's just important to have fun and do your best.
Talk about the animals that you've been showing.
So I have 4 different market goats, and we showed them today, and then I don't have any other lead animals besides the goats, but that's just most of my showings done today. So
What's your thoughts on showing goats? I know some people love it, some people not so much.
it really depends on the goat that you're showing because they're a pretty stubborn animal, but I think it's pretty fun overall.
What is it that makes it fun?
Just getting to be close with your animal and getting to learn their different personalities, because goats definitely have a personality, so that's fun. So,
What kind of personalities would you say your goats have?
well, some of them are pretty friendly. One of them was a bottle goat, so it follows you everywhere and it's pretty friendly, but some of them just would rather be left alone. So
How many years have you been showing?
So I've been showing goats for 4 years, and before that I'd shown sheep.
Do you have a favorite memory or anything particular that stands out to you when you think about the fair?
I always like working in our food stand because you get to see all the different people walking on the midway, and I always think that's fun.
Of course, if you're at the fair, you gotta check out the food stands, right?
Oh yeah, the food's definitely a must-do. So.
Here at the Page County Fair today. Reminder, all fair coverage brought to you by Western Iowa Mutual Insurance. Tell us your name, where you're from, and some of the stuff you're doing this week.
Cade Myers. I'm from Villisca, Iowa, and I'm showing pigs and some cattle.
So talk about that this week. Obviously, it's a busy week for you. How do you feel that's going, so far here this week?
It's going all right. Pretty busy. Keeping myself busy, yeah.
Talk about your pigs and your cattle.
Oh, I have these 4 right here. Walk them every day. You got to wash the calves every day. Walk them, blow them off. Got to keep them contained and trained.
What do you feel goes into showing pigs? What are some things that you try to do?
Hard work and to walk them every day. This is probably the hardest.
How about cattle?
Wash them every day and keep them tied up so they get used to it.
How often would you say that you're working with your animals throughout the year to get them ready for the fair?
About every night, both of them, probably 2 hours each, so 4 hours total every night, and then feed them in the morning.
How different is it to go from, say, showing cattle to hogs? I'm sure it's a little different.
Yeah, it's a lot different. These, you don't have to have a halter on them, and you don't have to set them up, and cattle, you got to have a halter and set them up.
Do you have a preference?
I like the pigs more.
So how many years have you been doing this?
9 years. This is my last year.
Awesome. So when you look back, what are some of the memories that you have from your time here at the fair?
Spending time with friends and getting to know everybody around here.
What would you say is your favorite part about the fair?
Dealing with livestock and hanging out with friends.
Well, we're at the Page County Fair today, the swine show going on as we speak, catching up with some of the people showing here today. Tell us your name, where you're from, and what you're doing this week.
I'm Mason Hansen. I'm from Villisca, Iowa, and yeah.
Showing pigs here today?
Yep,
How's that gone so far?
good. I got grand champion gilt.
That's awesome. For you, were you pretty excited about that?
Yeah.
So tell us about your pig.
I like her a lot. She's really nice, and she's a good pig. She likes to show.
Does she have a name?
No.
Have you thought of a name? Do you have any ideas for a name?
Nope.
What is your favorite thing about your pig?
I like her personality.
Tell me about her personality. What is it about it that you like?
She's really nice to me, and she's never tried to bite me or anything. Yeah.
That is really nice. How many years have you been showing stuff here at the fair?
This is my second year at the fair, but I've shown at Kansas City.
That's awesome. What would you say is your favorite part about the fair?
I like the carnival and seeing all my friends.
What's your favorite thing at the carnival?
The Ferris wheel.
Have you been on that yet?
Yep.
Was it fun?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Here at the Page County Fair and Clarinda Swine Show going on throughout the day here on this Friday. Tell us your name, where you're from, and some of the stuff you're doing this week.
My name's Cindy Hansen. I'm from Clarinda, and I'm basically just showing pigs this week.
Yeah, it's a busy day for that. So talk about that.
I have 2 pigs. I have my gilt who got reserve, and then I haven't shown my barrow yet.
Tell us about your pigs.
My gilt's name's Phoenix, and she's the calmest, and then my barrow's name is Snoop Dogg.
That's an awesome name for a pig. Is Snoop Dogg not as calm?
He's just lazy. He doesn't want to walk.
It's funny because I think the real life Snoop Dogg very calm. So showing for you today, what are some things that you try to do well?
Well, I tried to get my pig for the judge to see every single angle of my pig. With doing it the best I can while trying to find the pockets.
What do you feel makes a good pig? I know everybody's opinion of that's a little different.
Well, big legs, square, big back, and a good clean head.
I know I talked to your sister a few moments ago. How fun is it to be able to share these memories with her?
It's a lot of fun.
And I know she had a good day as well so far. How many years have you been doing this?
4 years.
What's your favorite part?
Being with my friends.
I think your sister said something close to the same thing. How about, in terms of showing, do you have a favorite part of it, or is it all just kind of nerve-wracking?
I don't get nervous anymore. I used to get really nervous. I guess it's just fun if I do well, it's fun to know that all my hard work paid off.